Speaking of levels, my blood mage is about to level up this weekend.
Mazel tov!
Thank you.
Yay!
I'm very excited about it. He's reaching level 9, which means he gets his first 5th level spell.
Oh.
And the 5th level spells are like big monster spells.
So you shopping around?
I'm shopping around.
Okay, you're perusing, you're looking.
I had almost certainly settled on telekinesis.
Okay.
I can lift objects in the air that are up to 1,000 pounds.
Dang.
And if they're sentient, if they're like people, then they have to make a strength roll contested with my spell ability.
Okay.
And then I can lift them into the air and like manipulate their bodies.
Well, that's like,
So
yeah.
this spell has so much potential for like out of combat mischief.
Yeah.
Like strategery stuff.
Yeah.
And also combat, obviously.
Like 1,000 pounds is a lot. You can lift a great deal.
It's very versatile.
Oh, yeah.
It's a very versatile spell. So I was very excited about that. But then, and this requires a little bit of backstory.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you about my D&D character now, like a big nerd.
Okay, I mean, I
have
just
only
did the same,
trapped
so.
you into this soundproof room to tell you about my D&D character. He has a background of being tortured by an anti-magic inquisition. Okay. And the head inquisitor who is in charge of like torturing him, their very first encounter, my character slew him, and then for a trophy snatched a bunch of teeth out of his skull and wrap it around his mage staff.
Cool.
My DM thought it was a little dark, but I felt very passionately about it. And then, I was about to say spoiler alert. Spoiler alert for like my private D&D game, which no one will ever see because it already happened in a private room. The Inquisitor came back to life, like was resurrected, and then came after me again.
Oh shit!
And he came out with like this badass Baron Underbite jaw.
Okay.
To like replace the teeth that I had ripped out.
Okay.
So like he came back extra scary. It was so perfect. So we finally had like the big boss battle to defeat him permanently, and I got him, and it was great.
Congrats.
Thank you. Definitely gonna like take out the rest of his teeth.
Good, as you should.
So here's where my level up comes in. There is a 5th level spell called Animate Objects.
Oh.
And Animate Objects, it's the classic like Sorcerer's Apprentice spell where like you can make brooms come to life and do chores for you.
I'm just wondering where you're going with
Don't wander too much longer
because
teeth would count as tiny creatures because they're quite small.
Yes.
I can animate up to 10 of them at once.
Okay.
And use them as a tiny creature weapon.
Okay.
So I can basically animate my ex-torturer's teeth and use them as bullets in battle.
Oh my god.
To like shred people apart. And they only do like 1d4 plus 4 damage each, but there are 10 of them. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So although it's not as versatile, I don't think. I mean, I find it a little creepy to like bring objects to life. Using the teeth of a dead man as a weapon in battle is just so like, it's so good. It's creepy in a way that I really like. But then I wouldn't have telekinesis.
No, you
And like,
wouldn't.
I wouldn't be able to lift people into the air and swing them around and scare them.
I mean, you could like have the teeth like bite things and lift them up, I guess. I mean, one's very like clearly very character-y and like full of like history and backstory, and then the other's very, very practical and super cool in other ways. I guess it depends on how supervillain you want to go with this.
My fellow players already tease me about being an edgelord. I don't know what that means.
You don't know?
I don't know what that means, but I'm sure I'm not one.
You might be, yeah, I mean, that might be kind of edgelord territory. I don't know if I'd call this stereotypical, because I think this is the first I've heard about animated teeth golems. Little, like, teeth homunculi.
I
That's
just
a
can't
first.
wait to force a room of people to imagine that.
Good thing you've recorded this.